think you
All
have a
right.
special mystery
I have
sexual
a
harassment.
sexual harassment that is birth from the World Series,
Mm,
from the playoffs. And let me preface it like this. It's not a surprise that the teams that were in the playoffs are in the playoffs, and it's not a surprise that the Braves were playing the Astros in the World Series. And one of the reasons it's not a surprise is both teams were top 10 in fielding, as into
oh,
runs saved.
yeah.
And runs saved is a big deal. It leads to a lot of different statistics. It's helps your pitchers out a lot with runs saved, keeps those ERAs down. And when I looked at the numbers, I had expressed this. I knew the Sox were not doing well in fielding this year, and that was one of my huge disappointments of Tony La Russa coming in, because I thought he was gonna have that Ozzie Guillen fielding iron fist thing, because he obviously knows how important defense is. And in fact, that was always a trademark of like those St. Louis teams. They
Hmm.
played pretty freaking flawless defense out there. Well, it became more disturbing that in the shortened, now it's the asterisk season, the Sox, under the tutelage of one Rick Renteria, were the third best team
Oh,
in
wow.
runs saved in 2019.
2020.
In 2020, sorry. In 2021, they were the 28th best team. The defense was negative 40.
Wow.
Now,
You
we
could
had
see
a
that cost you in the ALDS specifically. I mean, we,
yes,
we cited that
yes.
after the series. So,
It needs to get cleaned up. And
yeah.
the fact of the matter is, how good are our pitchers? Because
Huh.
we're in the top. We have three pitchers in the top 10 in ERA with one of the worst fielding teams out there. Could you
Yeah.
imagine what the team would look like if they were playing solid defense? It would be insane.
Well,
So
as everything
yeah, go ahead.
always comes back to the Cubs somehow. I mean, that is under talked about part of the 2016 series champion. Their defense was by far the best in Major League Baseball. It was may have been the best of all time in some statistics. So
Yeah,
you hear
Sox
some
were
people
number
talk
one
about
in
that, but
2005 too in defense.
yeah, so that is, and just, continue that point, like you said, to this World Series. Those are two of the best defensive teams in baseball that got there. So it is something that needs to be talked about and talked about and talked about as a key factor in success, especially in the postseason. So that is jarring. It's interesting. I was going to say, maybe La Russa just doesn't have enough to work with the roster he's been
Well,
given. But
no,
like you said,
that
with the
is part of it.
Renteria quote, I mean, you
Yeah,
could say that's a small sample size, but still over 60 games that he was able to put together a defense that was beyond respectable. You'd think Tony La Russa would be able to figure it out.
yeah, you would think, and all these, we got to get someone out in right field. Well, the names that everyone wants in right field are not going to help our defense.
Yeah, they're all
And it's
hitters.
offense. It's offense, folks. We don't really need. We already have it. So get your heads out of your fucking asses. And if you're gonna bring someone in to play right field, there has to be a defensive plus side to it too, and that really does not exist, as I've been saying, does not really exist in this free agent class. Nick Castellanos, if he is not going to upgrade our defense.
He's going back to the north side anyway, so
No,
you don't have to
well,
worry
he
about
might, he
that.
might be whatever. Yeah, whatever. Good,
He's not going to
enjoy.
help your defense, though.
He's not going to help my defense. Kyle Schwarber is not going to help my defense.
Definitely
So,
not.
so let's move on and focus on some shit that matters. What could help our defense? Talking although Timmy played a pretty flawless shortstop up until the injury and coming back. That's what's funny about this. Tim had one of his best defensive years ever, probably his best. And they had the worst without him. Who the fuck knows where that number would have been at? But do you get Tim to move over to second and get a premier shortstop in there, or
Oh,
does the spark plug and annoying Javi Baez come over and play second or something? I don't know,
I heard that
but
speculation today,
but
actually.
you need to get someone along in the middle infield with Tim, and whether that requires him to move to second or whatever, you got to sure that shit up right away.